and welcome to the video. This morning I've come back to a location that I last visited in 2022, and that was also February, by the way, and the conditions were like this. So we were surrounded by fog. We had a very strange sunrise, as you can see here in this footage, and but got some really nice light in with that. This morning we've got that fog again. It's probably more low cloud, I think, this morning, but it's raining, and that was the forecast, and we have to treat the forecast as a guide. It's not accurate. This morning it is accurate. So it's set to rain probably till 9 o'clock. It's just after 7 now, so it's just after sunrise. And then from 9 o'clock the forecast is to be scattered showers and sunny intervals. And that's probably my favourite weather condition, because that can bring a situation where we get light poking out through the clouds, hitting the landscape below, dappled light. Put some rain into that, we've got a chance of rainbows as well. So it's all to play for today in this location. Once we get rid of this rain, it's a bit windy as well, but we'll just see our conditions advance over the next hour or so. Well, the rain's coming down a little bit harder now. Hopefully this rain will stop and you can join me up on the edge, and we'll start our walk at the millstones. Okay, we've made it on top. I've took a shot of this millstone. This was the view of the composition. Pretty straightforward. Millstone sitting here in the foreground, focused on the millstone. Depth of field not important really, because if you look into the distance, everything's going to be kind of blurred anyway. So I think it's f8 I chose, and we've got the low cloud on the rocks there, giving a very nice effect. Horizontal, which will be cut to a square, and any filming we do this morning will be quick, I think, because the wind keeps coming and going, and it's freezing. It's absolutely freezing up here. It must feel like -3 or something like that. But conditions are getting better. The rain stopped, so it was time to come out of the car and get some photography done. Awful conditions, but we're going to try and get some nice moody shots. Conditions like this, as bad as they are, we moan if we don't get them. So having this covering Stanage Edge is it's gorgeous, and we shouldn't moan about it even though it's cold. The wind is so vicious up here on Stanage Edge. I'm using the Nikon D850 to video this scene. So this is the composition. This is the next one I'm going to take. The conditions are really challenging for filming. Well, I've just turned around and the low cloud has opened up, and we can now see the view down below on the landscape, and in the distance the sun has broke out and is lighting up the Hope Valley, and in particular you can see the sun lighting up the cement works in Castleton. I'm going to get my 100 to 400mm lens on here and take a few shots, because this is looking really nice. The contrast between the low cloud and the light on the landscape looks well good. Okay, we're standing on what probably is my favourite part of Stanage Edge, because the view here just looks really nice. We can look back on the edge as it bends to the left. That's the path I've come down this morning. We've got the surrounding rocks in this scene, and it just makes for a really nice base composition. The clouds are moving from right to left, which is giving some mood in the sky. I'm going to do some long exposures here, probably 5 seconds, something like that. The sun's also coming down and lighting up the rocks. That makes for a nice image as well. So I'll use the 100 to 400mm lens here, and I'll also use the 24 to 70. I have got a picture of some people, the only 2 people I've seen walking a dog, so you'll see a shot of those walking across the edge. This image is one I took on a previous occasion, and I was trying to recreate this today, but there's no climbers about whatsoever. It's still windy, the wind's still blowing and making a nuisance of itself, but there you go. If you want to come to this viewpoint on Stanage Edge, you can park at Hollins Cross car park, and that's just below here, and then walk up and you'll get onto this particular view.
So I started my walk this morning by going up this path here, and at the end of this path you come to the millstones. I parked in this lay-by, which you can see here. Plenty of space, but you still need to get here early in the morning because it's free. And if Helen was with me, she'd be saying now, why do you always park furthest away?
Wow, all I can say is that was one of the most enjoyable mornings I've had, and I do seem to get lucky and get quite a few enjoyable mornings, but that's got to be high up there. To have the conditions we had when I last sat in the car here, enshrouded in cloud, raining, cold, windy, it was horrendous. And then the transformation that the landscape went through, giving me some of those images that you've seen, was very satisfying. And it just shows the benefit of coming out on the worst possible day. It just can turn out nice again. Thank you for watching. Pop a comment in the bottom. Give the video a like if you like the content. I'm not sure what my favourite image is going to be until I've done some processing. There's some of the long exposures maybe that I did. I don't know. We'll see. There might be two. There might be two images. So we'll see them now. And yeah, what a fantastic... This is what photography is all about. The experience, getting some images. Yeah, that's topped up my mental health for another week. And on that note, I'll see you later on the next one. This coffee's still hot. Smashing.